So where did Skybottom Station come from? How did I get started? Well, it's simple. I wanted to just build my own world, and I found what was around and started putting pieces of wood together. I had an idea of something like a bar, like a small biker bar in the outskirts of some unknown area. So I made a small little liquor store, biker bar out of 5 pieces of wood, and that was it. That was Shawn's Load and Blast. When I first started building Shawn's Load and Blast, I still didn't have a name for my station yet. All I knew is I just wanted to build. One thing that I did learn that is really valuable is we have to start learning how to think inside the box. The reason why a lot of people don't start building is because they don't have a name, they don't have space, they didn't go to woodworking classes, they don't know how to measure and cut wood, they don't have saws. So that stops them from getting started. But really, you are limiting yourself. You could start now. Whether it's buying a new figure to custom, sorry guys, but this is an awesome figure. I'm not gonna say this is the best vintage collection figure, but it's probably my favorite one that I own, so. But yeah, getting her outside of the package is definitely a solid figure. I wish more vintage collection figures came with this many accessories and like helmets and flame effects, like yeah. All right, let's get back to the topic. So after I finished Shawn's Load and Blast, I still didn't have a name, but I knew I wanted to keep building, and I knew if I kept building, eventually I'll come up with the name. So without having any type of woodworking skills, I had to find pieces of wood that was already pre-cut. This is one of the original signs that I made last year. So this is like an OG piece to me. I still got to find somewhere to put it in the station. And then I found more pre-cut pieces of wood from Dollar Tree, and you could buy these for $1.25 now. Back then they were only 99 cents. But you could buy these, sand them, paint them, and they make great textures, and you could use these for posters, billboards, advertisements, and stick them on a building. So when I started coming up with names for my station, I tried to visualize the type of people that live there. So I was coming up with names like, okay, well, these people, they're at the Low Point Station. No, Low Point Outpost. No, and then I was thinking of like Black Moon, and then Rock Bottom. And then I liked Rock Bottom for a minute. I was like, yeah, people are at the Rock Bottom here. And it's, yeah. So I went with Rock Bottom for like a second. I was like, no. Rock Bottom still seems a little too earthly. How can Rock Bottom sound bigger? What is bigger than a rock? So I was thinking of a mountain, a building, and I was thinking the sky. The sky is bigger than everything. And I was like, Skybottom. And I was like, okay, Skybottom it is. I love Skybottom. And then boom, Skybottom. Yeah, and then after that moment when Skybottom just stuck, that was when the flame just ignited to just an inferno, to just chaos of creation. So then I started building, painting, sanding, cutting, building, printing, buying, everything. Just, I couldn't get enough. All I did was eat, sleep, think, drink, everything was Skybottom. I pretty much built Skybottom faster than I should have, almost at an unhealthy pace. So my first setup of Skybottom, it was on top of a computer desk, and it was just a flat black desk. I had everything scattered across the desk. I had Old Moon Plaza. It was this old wall shelf, and then I had Shawn's Load and Blast, some storage units, and it was on top of this computer desk, and I put some LED lights around it, and I was like, this is Skybottom. Like, wow, I'm done. I have to retire now. Like, I got a whole table full, you know, and it's a whole city. So I was happy with that. And then after a while, Skybottom started to get in the way, because eventually I added another computer desk. So I had 2 computer desks in this weird shape in the middle of the room. And long story short, Skybottom ended up in the garage. A lot of stuff was taken apart. A lot of stuff was put in storage until I figured out what I wanted to do with it. And then I started to rebuild Skybottom because I found this old TV stand. And with the TV stand, I realized that it was no longer on just a flat surface with legs holding it up. The whole TV stand itself could be Skybottom, which you guys see here. With Skybottom being on its own platform, I was able to paint it and weather it and drill into it and cut into it, do whatever I wanted to. And that's what I wanted the whole time. If you want to start world building, you can world build right now. You can start with just the name of the station. You could start with the figure that you have right now and customize them and give them a name, and boom, you are world building. World building doesn't mean you have to go to a workshop and get a power saw and a drill and build cities. World building starts with an idea. There's no limits to world building. The only limit is you. The only limit is the brain you have. But I'm not saying it's a bad brain. All I'm saying is we have to learn how to just tap in. If you guys want to reach out and be a part of a community of more world builders, the Multigalactic Trade Route is always welcome to new people. And I will put our information in the bio of this video. And if you're inspired to world build, you came to the right place. Welcome to Skybottom Station.